para o Brasil. Pastel gigante, diretamente aqui do Sepulcro.
Today I'm at Chipito's trying the impossible, trying to become the first two-person team to ever eat one of these huge 5-foot pastels. I'm back in Fortaleza, Brazil with my good friend Ricardo Cabucci. This is the home of my favorite football team in all of Brazil, so I'm honored to be here. And not only are we going out to eat tonight, he told me he'd treat me to something special. This is the world's largest pastel.
Yes.
I'll put a list of what's in a pastel down here. It's pretty much all the food in Brazil is inside this. It is huge. It's about 15 pounds. I'm not sure where you can eat it, but it's going to be tasty, that's for sure. But make sure you check out Ricardo. I'll link him in the description below. I appreciate you taking care of me this time.
No problem, thank you.
Let's go.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Valendo.
Boa sorte, Comida. Boa sorte, Comida.
Olha aí, tem gente aí, velho.
And we're off. I quickly found out the outer edge of this enormous pastel is very dry. It tastes good, but it's just slow to eat. So I'm getting rid of all that stuff first to get into the middle where all the good stuff is.
Bob, tem milkshake depois.
The crowd was very supportive. I could hear Bob, of course. I didn't know what they were saying in Portuguese, but I appreciated the support. I've been doing this well over 20 years, and Brazilian fans are my favorite fans by far. They started off with a lot of cheese, and they put a ton of pulled chicken in there, and ham, sausage, hard-boiled eggs, and they added cream cheese, corn, olives, and they put the whole thing in an enormous fryer, and it came out to 14.7 pounds, the largest in Brazil. I know I've been talking much, but this thing is huge. It's very tasty, though. I feel like at this point we're losing the crowd somewhat because it's very dry to eat this. There's nothing to dunk it in, and being fried food, it's very slow to speed eat. Tastes good, but I'm going to try to see if I can liven up this crowd a little bit, maybe do something with my debris. I didn't think drinking from a cup would go over that big, but I'll take it. This is very difficult to cut neatly, but I think it's worth it. I take my time. I'm hoping that it makes it easier to eat. I'm just talking to the camera myself, not to you.
I agree with you.
If you can keep it together as a sandwich, it's much easier and tastier. There must be 15 hard-boiled eggs in here. I'm not sure what Ricardo did during this challenge, but I know I drank a ton of liquid to get this food down. They actually refilled my beverages during the challenge. I'm not sure how much I drank, but I know I went through many containers of beverages to get this food down. If you notice, Ricardo's using a different technique, which looks a lot better than mine. He's not cutting the slice in half. He's kind of rolling it, and it looks like it's holding the food in there better. And maybe that's why he's the eating champion of all of South America. This thing never ends. It's so chewy. It tastes good, but it's really working out my jaw.
Yes. The funny thing is, everything I'm feeling, Bob is just saying it. It's in my head also. Tudo que eu
Vamos lá, pessoal, incentivar essa turma e acabar esse bolso. Bob, Bob, Bob.
Even though my jaw is getting tired, these people are so supportive. I owe them something. Maybe I'll try that cup trick again, but second time around, it didn't really impress them. You got it from here? You
tired already?
I tried to let Ricardo finish off that small piece that was left, but being the gracious host he is, he insisted that we split it. The insides of this pastel are very chewy. I was surprised. I thought it was just going to be more of a swallow, but we're ended up having to chew all of this. Plus the fried outside coating makes it very dry. I would give anything to have some marinara sauce to dunk it in, but we don't have that. We're not going to dunk it in beverages. We're just going to pick it up and eat it normally. So we end up having to drink a lot of beverage. Here I am finishing another water bottle. Of course, as soon as I finished that water bottle, I got another bottle of water. I don't know how many I went through. Did go through a lot. But we're winding our way down here. We almost have the end in sight. Finally, Ricardo cuts the last section. Here's another shot of Ricardo picking up his whole slice and just kind of squeezing it together and eating it as one piece. I stayed with a cut each slice in half technique. I'm not sure. It seemed like a sandwich size then, and it was more doable. Whatever works and gets it down, that's all that matters. At this point, it was hard enough for me to bite through a single layer of the largest pastel in all of Brazil. I couldn't imagine eating it like Ricardo was. That must have really been a workout. Finally, I'm through the first half of this, on to the last half of the last slice. And of course, one bite, and I already need a drink. Of course, when you're in Brazil, there's always enough time for at least one more chant. As we finish up this pastel, I understand why it's the largest in Brazil, probably the world. This is just insane. You'll notice that we start to look at each other to see how much food we have left, because we want to make sure we finish at the same time. That's what good teammates do. This is a win or lose as a team. It doesn't matter if someone ate more or not. We just need to finish it, and we want to finish at the same time.
Mas vai comer.
Wow, that was something else. That thing was huge. It was chewy. But it would be good if you bought it for a party. It's actually tasted good throughout the whole thing. So I was really surprised. Usually when you make something this big, it doesn't come out good. But I want to thank Ricardo for having me. And big thank you to the largest pastel in the entire
world.
Country. In the entire world.
There's pastel only in Brazil, right?
Pastel's only in Brazil, so this is the largest in the world. Thank you, everyone. Obrigado, Fortaleza. See you again soon.
Yes. Nice.
Good.
Now dessert. Nutella one. I hope so.
And this is, it looks dark, yeah. This is bananita.
Bananita. Right, this is also Nutella.
Yeah.
Not bananita. It's good.
Yes, it's very much in here.
Half a pound of chocolate. See you next video. Valeu.